At first glance, this train looks like it couldn't even stay upright, let alone race down a track at full speed. But thanks to a brilliant piece of engineering, the Brennan Monorail was fast, stable, and could even turn corners more smoothly than regular trains. It looked like a machine out of a science fiction film, but it was very real, and it worked. Back in the early 1900s, inventor Louis Brennan came up with the idea. He didn't just sketch it out, he patented it and built a working version on a custom track. The train worked perfectly, even though it seemed to defy the laws of physics. So, how did it balance so well on just one rail? The secret was a gyroscope. If you've ever played with a spinning top, you already understand the basics. As it spins, it creates something called angular momentum, which helps it resist falling over. Gyroscopes work the same way, and we still use them today in smartphones, planes, and spacecraft to detect movement and direction. The Brennan Monorail used 2 gyroscopes mounted between its wheels. They spun in opposite directions. If the train tilted even slightly, the gyroscopes would push it back to an upright position automatically. The movement was so smooth that passengers couldn't even feel it. Even if everyone stood on one side, the train would stay balanced. The driver didn't have to do anything to keep it steady. And that wasn't the only cool part. The train also used a spring-powered system, like those toy cars you pull back and release. Workers at the station would wind up the springs, storing energy. As the springs unwound, they turned gears and levers, pushing the train forward. Simple, yet brilliant. Despite its speed, low cost, and amazing stability, the monorail never went mainstream. Why? Because the gyroscopes had to work perfectly, not just in the front engine, but in every single carriage. If one failed, the train could tip over. Some versions added small stabilizer legs, but investors still worried they might not kick in fast enough during an emergency. Still, monorails didn't vanish. They evolved. One famous example is a hanging train in Germany that's been running since the 1880s. This one glides on a rail suspended from above, no balancing needed. It runs smoothly over rivers, streets, and crowded areas, offering a scenic and unique ride. Fun fact, in the 1950s, a famous passenger boarded it, Tuffi, a baby elephant. The poor thing got spooked during the ride and jumped out into the river below. Thankfully, she wasn't hurt. This German monorail has had an incredible safety record, almost accident-free for a century. In 2018, it paused service for 9 months after a power cable fell, but it remains one of the safest transit systems in the country. Meanwhile, in South Korea, a different kind of monorail is helping people get up a giant flight of stairs. The Sonos Stairs in the Seo district are 192 colorful steps. In 2022, a small monorail was installed beside them to help elderly residents, who make up 30% of the local population. The ride takes about 6 minutes and offers a lovely view of the city. But if you can walk, the steps themselves are worth it. Each one is decorated with bright mosaics and artwork. And gyroscopes didn't stop at trains either. In the 1950s, engineers tried putting them into cars. These gyro cars looked like bulky motorcycles, but they could carry up to 4 people. The gyroscopes kept them balanced even at rest. Some models had buttons to release small side wheels when parked. But they had problems, like poor turning, slow acceleration, and very high costs. Ford's 1961 Gyron never made it past the prototype stage, and the original burned down in a fire the next year. Another wild idea was the Aérotrain, a French project using air cushion technology. Instead of rolling on wheels, this train floated on air, reducing friction and boosting speed. A rear engine blew air into a special U-shaped track, lifting the train slightly. It was quiet, fast, and energy efficient, but incredibly expensive. Unlike normal trains that could use existing tracks, the Aérotrain needed a brand new system. That, plus competition from other high-speed rail systems like France's TGV, meant it never became a public reality. Sometimes the best inventions don't always catch on, but they still shape the future. If you enjoyed discovering these amazing machines, give the video a like and share it with someone curious like you. And if you want more mind-blowing tech stories, just click on these videos and stay on Mano Facts.